My dear students of class 8, welcome to our online class. I hope you all are healthy with your family members and taking necessary actions to stay away from COVID-19 virus. So my dear students, today I am going to give you class on the homework that we have given you for your homework. The English homework we have given you, that is from Unit 1, Lesson 1 to 3. That is for your homework. From Lesson 1, the homework is given on Section B. Please open your textbook, English textbook, English for today for your class. Here in Section B, there are 5 questions, but you have given the homework from 1 to 3. So, from Lesson 1, the homework is from B section 1 to 3 questions. So, the answer to the question from number 1 to 3, you have to write down the answer. And from Lesson 2. From Lesson 2, the homework has been given on Section C. This is page number 4. From page number 4, you have to write down the blank words which will be suitable for the blank. So, you have to fill in the gaps of Section C. And another one is Section E. In Section E, the homework is, do you like a Nokshi Katha or an ordinary Katha? Why? So, it is a simple question. You have to write down the answer to this question. Do you like Nokshi Katha? You have to write down about your preference. You can write, yes, I like Nokshi Katha or an ordinary Katha. Any kind of Katha, and why. You have to write down the reason why you like Nokshi Katha. Or if you do not like Nokshi Katha, you have to write down the reason why you don't like Nokshi Katha. So, Lesson 2 is done. From Lesson 3, the homework is given on Section C. Section C, there is given true, false. If the statement is true, you have to write down true, and if the statement is false, you have to write down false, and also you have to write down the correct answer to the false statement. So, I think you have understood, you have already done it in class 6 and 7, so it is realizable for you. And Section D. In Section D, there are some questions. For example, where do you find the varmas? Where varmas are found, you have to write down the places or location. Here, this is a simple question. And number 2 is, what language do they speak at home? Which language they use at home, you have to write down the name of the language. And then, where and how do they do the jhum cultivation? The process of jhum cultivation and the places of jhum cultivation, you have to write down the answer. So, I think you have understood how the homework should be done, and you will find it easy, and all exists in your textbook. So, it is not much difficult for you. If you find it difficult, please contact with your subject teacher. Today, I will give you class on Lesson 3, our ethnic friends. So, the headline, our ethnic friends. What does mean ethnic? Here, ethnic. It is used both as noun or adjective. The word meaning of ethnic is as ethnic means a race, a particular race. Ethnic we can a synonym as like racial or indigenous. A particular race of our country that belongs to the ethnic minority that we call ethnic people for their biological features or their cultural features. They are somehow different from us. That's why we call them ethnic, and they are also part of our culture, our nation. So they of course our friends. So here I am starting the lesson, our ethnic friends. At first, look at the picture of your book. Here you can see a costume that is owned by particularly women, and then you are seeing some ornaments that is owned by women or the people of that group. And here you can see a piece of cloth. It is mainly a handloom cloth. It is particularly made and owned by them. We also own this kind of cloth, and this cloth is also owned by us sometimes, not regularly, but sometimes we wear this type of clothes. So, do you know where the ethnic people live in Bangladesh? Have you ever gone to Cox's Bazar or Kuakata or Rangamati? In the Chittagong hill tracts, that means in Chittagong, in Khagrachari and in Rangamati, there are some people who are somehow different from us. Their culture is different from us. Their festivals, their languages, their cuisines are somehow different from us. And from that difference, they are ethnic groups. They are mainly Chakma and Marma. They are the majority ethnic group in Bangladesh. What are they called? So their ethnicity, for the ethnicity we call them indigenous people or ethnic people, Bangla Adivasi. So I am reading the text for you. The ethnic people in Bangladesh hold a very important place in the culture of country. The majority of these people live in the Chittagong hill tracts. What places is included in Chittagong hill tracts or Chattogram hill tracts? Only 3 districts. 3 districts, they are Chattogram, Rangamati, Khagrachari are included to Chattogram hill tracts. In these 3 districts, the majority of these ethnic people live in these 3 districts. The others live in the regions of Mymensingh, Rajshahi and Sylhet, and the others are the minor groups live in Mymensingh, Rajshahi and Sylhet. They live in forest areas, in the hills and in rural areas. So they live in 3 types of regions. What are the regions? Forest areas where jungles are there, and hills or hill tracts or hill area, and in rural areas. In plain land they are mostly rural area, not urban area. They do jhum cultivation. For their livelihood, they mainly cultivate jhum cultivation, and on jhum cultivation most of their livelihood depends on. For this work, they clear a piece of land in the forest, prepare it and sow seeds in it. For jhum cultivation, they clear a piece of land. To clear a piece of land means they cut the weeds and they plane the hills for preparing it land and sow seeds in it. After clearing the land, they sow seeds in the land. They are mostly farmers. Most of the ethnic people are farmers. By religion, they are Hindus, Christians and Buddhists. Most of the ethnic people are Buddhists, the rest of them are Christians and some of them are Hindus. There are only Muslim ethnic race is that is called Muron. Their religion is Muslim. They speak their own mother tongues. Some of them are Chakmas, the Marmas, the Tripurans and the Murons. So these are the languages. Only 4 languages are listed in your text. These are the languages of these ethnic people who live in the hill tracts. The Santals live in Rajshahi. So Chakma, Marma, Tripura, Muron, these 4 ethnic people groups live in hill tracts, or where hills exist, there live these 4 groups. The Santals live in Rajshahi. In Rajshahi, the ethnic group living there is called Sautal or Santal in English. The Khasias and the Moripuris live in Sylhet and the Hajans and the Garos in Manasseh. So, in Sylhet, who live there? There live Khasia and Moripuri and Hajan. Where do the Hajans live? They live in Manasseh. So, where do live the Garos? The Garos live in Manasseh. So, here is a short description of the ethnic peoples' livelihood, their religions, their languages and their living places only listed here in BGS. You have found out many detailed information about them. You have to remember them and you have to collect their cultures, their way of livelihood and find out how they are different from us. So I think you can answer to this question. There are some true false and there are some short questions about them in section D. So I think the homework for you is very easy for you and you will prepare yourself and submit your homeworks in time. So till then, be fine, keep away and be hale and healthy. Thank you.